I hope you all have been well since I last saw you in these insanely wild times, and we are going to have a good time tonight with trivia. That's right, if you don't know me, if this is your first time with us, welcome in, or if it's just your first time when I'm hosting. My name is Quizmaster Ruthful. I am Ruthful, not ruthless. Tonight's quiz is self-graded, so I would encourage you all to be as lenient as possible as you can on yourselves. So, we already talked about how you all are scoring yourselves. Let's talk about the Joker, because that is a crucial point when it comes to scoring. You see, we have 3 out of our 7 rounds this evening that are actually worth 16 points instead of the standard 8. And the reason why it matters that I tell you this is because if you decide to use the Joker on one of the 8-point rounds, well, scorekeeper you will be very sad at player you for making that decision. Instead, save your Joker for one of our 3 higher value rounds, and thus you will maximize points and potentially be the champion of your household this evening. No promises, of course. Another rule, of course, that we have is we ask you not to cheat. How is this fun if you're just typing into the Googles or using an app or even phoning a friend? Actually, for virtual quiz, we fully support phoning a friend. That's basically like having a long distance team, as long as it's no more than 6 players, of course. Old school Quizmaster here. I cannot help myself. Shall we? Shall we? Let's do it. Round number 1 coming at ya. Every day at 8 a.m. while I babysit. Ay, ay, ay. Your theme for round number 1, fee, fi, fo, fox. That's right, it's a whole round on fictional foxes. Here we go. Question number 1. According to one article, Disney, quote, launched 1,000 furies, or furries rather, when it depicted what Sherwood bandit as a fox. Once again, according to one article, Disney launched 1,000 furries when it depicted what Sherwood bandit as a fox. Time for question number 2. Partly because she was famously good at tongue twisters, Fox in Socks is dedicated to what author's second wife? Once again, question number 2. Partly because she was famously good at tongue twisters, Fox in Socks is dedicated to what author's second wife? All right, here we go. Question number 3 in this round on fictional foxes. Sometimes using them to hover like a helicopter, Sonic the Hedgehog's fox pal is named for his pair of fluffy whats. Once again, sometimes using them to hover like a helicopter, Sonic the Hedgehog's fox pal is named for his pair of fluffy what? Question number 4. Kids love alliteration. Freddie Fox, Zoe Zebra, and Molly Mole are all preschool pals of what British cartoon character? Once again, kids, they love alliteration. Freddie Fox, Zoe Zebra, and Molly Mole are all preschool pals of what British cartoon character? Question number 5. Foxy the Pirate was one of the 4 killer animatronics haunting the titular pizza joint in the original Five Nights at Who's. Once again, question number 5. Foxy the Pirate was one of the 4 killer animatronics haunting the titular pizza joint in the original Five Nights at Who's. All right, time for question number 6. In Dora and the Lost City of Gold, Swiper the Fox was played by what Puerto Rican Oscar winner whose name means of the bull? Once again, number 6. In Dora and the Lost City of Gold, Swiper the Fox was played by what Puerto Rican Oscar winner whose name means of the bull? Time for question number 7. Wes Anderson lived in Roald Dahl's old house when he wrote his stop-motion adaptation of what on-theme novel? Once again, Wes Anderson lived in Roald Dahl's old house. Wow. When he wrote his stop-motion adaptation of what on-theme novel? Roald Dahl's old house. I feel like there's a lot of O's in a row. Look at that. Facts on facts. He was an RAF pilot. I did not know that, but that's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing. Final question of this round, not including our first bonus question. Here comes question number 8. According to that old YouTube hit, what does the fox say? The fox goes, ring ding ding, and what heaviest land animal goes, toot? Once again, according to that old YouTube hit, old makes me feel really old, but that's okay. What does the fox say? The fox goes, ring ding ding, and what heaviest land animal goes, toot? All right, it is now time for our very first bonus question of this quiz. If you believe Greek myth, Canis Major and Canis Minor are up in the sky because Zeus turned a magical dog and fox into what? Once again, if you believe Greek myth, Canis Major and Canis Minor are up in the sky because Zeus turned a magical dog and fox into what? All right, I got distracted trying to catch up on chat, and that was a fool's errand. Let's just start going over answers, y'all. We're going all the way back to question number 1, round 1, and here is your answer. The Disney film that we were talking about and the Sherwood Bandit, they have the same name. That's Robin Hood. That is actually one of my favorite Disney movies, I'm just saying. Number 2, Fox in Socks is dedicated to Dr. Seuss's wife. Now, number 3, sometimes using them to hover like a helicopter. Tails has 2 tails. A detail I had, I guess, kind of forgotten, but if you're gonna hover like a helicopter, you can't just have one. Number 4, I remember where I was when you asked question 1. Oh, wow, that was way back when. Way back when. Number 4, the British cartoon character was, of course, Peppa Pig. Lots of alliteration in that show. Now, number 5, the film we were looking for, Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, number 6, in Dora and the Lost City of Gold, Swiper the Fox was played by Benicio del Toro. Number 7, get those answers in for the bonus if you haven't already. Wes Anderson lived in Roald Dahl's old house when he wrote his stop-motion adaptation of Fantastic Mr. Fox. All right, we're going to close them entries. Going on to question number 8. According to that old YouTube hit, and I agree, maybe it is just old in YouTube history, right? What does the fox say? The heaviest land animal that goes toot is an elephant. Elephant. That's right. And now for our bonus answer. Let's go ahead and be fully prepared, Ruth, if that's what we're going to do here. And our answer was stars. That's right. Zeus turned a magical dog and fox into stars. All right, let's dive right on into round number 3, you guys. Let's do it. This round is thirsty AF. I am also thirsty, not in that way. I am actually literally thirsty. Let me know what you are sipping on in the chat. I have got a Moscow Mule with ginger beer this time. It's usually with ginger ale, so I'm stoked. Today is National Hydration Day, so hopefully everyone is also sipping on water. Every answer in this round will contain every letter found in the word water. So, if you have an answer and you think it's right, but it does not contain all of the letters found in the word water, not the right answer. That's right. Question number 1 in this round on water, or rather, all of your answers will contain the letters from water. Question number 1. A bit less cringy than that Imagine video, in 2020, Tenacious D got a bunch of socially distanced celebs to do a cover of what Rocky Horror song? Once again, question number 1. It was definitely a lot less cringy than that Imagine video. Back in 2020, Tenacious D got a bunch of socially distanced celebs to do a cover of what Rocky Horror song? Great question, E. Oxford. No, it might have additional letters beyond the letters you would find in the word water. However, it will for sure contain, at minimum, all of the letters found in the word water. Hopefully that helps clear that up. for folks. If not, feel free to ask me to say it another way, and I am happy to. All right, we're going right on in to question number 2. Popular with non-squeamish tourists, Tokyo's parasitological museum is home to this 29-foot what? Yeah. I think I would be counted as a squeamish tourist and probably not make it there. But maybe you're into it. Popular with non-squeamish tourists, Tokyo's Parasitological Museum is home to this 29-foot what? Question number 3. Launching in 2010, the failed retailer Mind, Body, Soul was an athletic-centric spin-off of the massive chain Famous What? Once again, launching in 2010, the failed retailer Mind, Body, Soul was an athletic-centric spin-off of the massive chain Famous What? Moving on to question number 4. Sarah Bareilles wrote the music and lyrics and eventually played the lead role of Jenna in what Broadway show set at a diner? Once again, question 4. Sarah Bareilles wrote the music and lyrics and eventually played the lead role of Jenna in what Broadway show set at a diner? Question number 5. Envisioning his character Lou as a, quote, human coyote, unquote, Jake Gyllenhaal lost 30 pounds to star in what 2014 film that has nothing to do with X-Men? Once again, envisioning his character Lou as a human coyote, Jake Gyllenhaal lost 30 pounds to star in what 2014 film that has nothing to do with the X-Men? I feel like the music is really kind of going along with the current chat vibes as well. Going on to number 6. Also known as easterlies, the permanent east to west airflows surrounding the equator are known as what-whats. What? Again, number 6. Also known as easterlies, the permanent east to west airflows surrounding the equator are known as what-whats. Now it's time for question number 7. What fantasy? You play as the owner of a struggling demolition company in what 2022 video game that's also the real estate term for an unfixable house? Once again, what fantasy? You play as the owner of a struggling demolition company in what 2022 video game that's also the real estate term for an unfixable house? Time for question number 8, our penultimate question in this round. Venezuela's got the tallest, Laos has the widest, and Canada and the US share the most visited. What are they? What are we describing here, huh? Venezuela's got the tallest, Laos has the widest, and Canada and the US share the most visited. What are they? All right, the slideshow is going ahead without me. That's all right. The bonus question, here it comes. Made of 92% H2O, CNET says that you can, quote, eat your way to peak hydration, unquote, by consuming what fruit that commonly weighs up to 40 pounds? Once again, made of 92% H2O, CNET says you can eat your way to peak hydration by consuming what fruit that commonly weighs up to 40 pounds? Most of that is water weight, I'm just going to say it. Let's start going over the answers. You have until question 7 to get your answers in. I see a lot of you are getting them in, so well done. Before it got burned to the ground, the White House was pink. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if it was... I was gonna say, I wonder if it was the type of, like, stone that they used, but if it burned down, it wasn't made of stone, right? All right, y'all. Round number 3 answers. They're coming at you right now. I don't know what happened to Tenacious D, by the way. I saw somebody ask that in the chat. I haven't caught up with what they're up to right now. So do let us know if you know. You want to see references on the pink claim. TS Master wants to see your references. He's saying, I need receipts. Okay, speaking of receipts, question number 1. We were looking for a Rocky Horror song. Did you know it or not? It was The Time Warp. Let's do The Time Warp, everybody. Question number 2. This was so gross. Apparently, the museum is home to a 29-foot tapeworm. Now, part of me wants to know, and part of me does not want to know, whether this specimen is, like, alive in a tank, or it's like when you go to, like, you know, and you see a woolly mammoth's skeleton reconstituted. What's going on there? It's just a jump to the left. Number 3, launching in 2010, the failed retailer Mind, Body, Soul was a spin-off from famous footwear. Numi, again what? Is it the Time Warp? Are you upset that we're doing the Time Warp again? Because, you know, we're stuck in a time loop doing the Time Warp. It's just how it goes. Number 4, Sarah Bareilles wrote the music and lyrics and then starred in Waitress. If it's alive, they would be feeding it. That's true. You want to say it was hanging on the wall in the pic. Oh, was it actually in the picture? I honestly was like, I don't want to look too closely. I'm not a great quizmaster in that sense, guys. I was not prepared. Number 5, the movie that Jake Gyllenhaal lost 30 pounds to star in was Nightcrawler. Oh, bad joke. Numbers. Hey, we're here for the puns. We're here for the dad jokes. Honestly, I don't think someone could be a fan of Geeks Who Drink if they don't like puns and dad jokes, okay? That's just my take. That's my hot take. Take it or leave it. Easterlies. They're also known as trade winds. Trade winds. How many of you guys got that one? That's a real, like, rearranging of water. All right, now number 7, the video game we were looking for was Tear Down. Tear Down. And number 8, oh yeah, I gotta stop the thing. Number 8, Venezuela's got the tallest. Laos has the widest, and Canada and the US, they share the most visited. They are waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I think I actually sang that on a previous quiz. I think that's like every 6 weeks or so they have a waterfalls question, so take note, folks. All right, here is the question. You can eat your way to peak hydration by consuming what fruit? That would be watermelon. We are moving right on into round 4. No fuss, no muss. Getting it done. That's right. Round number 4 is the Quizzitation game. So in honor of his birthday, it is a whole round on computer science pioneer Alan Turing. That's right. A whole round on Alan Turing. Let's do it. Question number 1. With a very respectable time of 2 hours, 46 minutes, Turing came in 5th at a 1948 Olympic qualifier for what event? Once again, with a very respectable time of 2 hours and 46 minutes, Turing came in 5th at a 1948 Olympic qualifier for what event? All right, I see some faux answers in the chat. Question number 2. In 2012, Garry Kasparov played a match against Turing's algorithm TuroChamp, arguably the first computer program for what board game? Once again, question number 2. In 2012, Garry Kasparov played a match against Turing's algorithm TuroChamp, arguably the first computer program for what board game? Great minds think alike, Metal Yoga Head. That's exactly where my brain went as well. Let's go on to number 3, however. I don't know, the fake answer is supposed to be a no, but I mean, we're fine. To help his mom get a handle on E equals MC squared, at age 15, he wrote a 31-page summary of Einstein's theory of what? I don't know why his mom needed to get a handle on it, but he felt she did, and to help her along, he wrote at age 15 a 31-page summary of Einstein's theory of what? What theory was that the summary of? Question number 4. Turing built parts of an early electronic calculator while earning his PhD at what New Jersey school that counts Michelle Obama among its other alumni? Once again, Turing built parts of an early electronic calculator while earning his PhD at what New Jersey school that counts Michelle Obama among its other alumni? Question number 5. Turing was known to chain his favorite mug to the radiator at Bletchley Park, where he helped crack the German code machine with what puzzling name? Once again, Turing was known to chain his favorite mug to the radiator at Bletchley Park, where he helped crack the German code machine with what puzzling name? Do you think he chained his mug to the radiator to keep other people from using it? Or to keep himself from wandering away? Here we go. Question number 6. His fascination with daisies led him to create the science of morphogenesis, which tried to explain growth patterns in flowers using what math sequence seen here? Once again, I turned into a JPEG. Oh dear. His fascination with daisies led him to create the science of morphogenesis, which tried to explain growth patterns in flowers using what math sequence seen here? All right, we're still here. That's a good sign. Moving on to number 7. Persecuted by the government for his sexuality, Turing got a posthumous apology in 2009 from what British Prime Minister who came between Blair and Cameron? Once again, persecuted by the government for his sexuality, Turing got a posthumous apology in 2009 from what British Prime Minister who came between Blair and Cameron? How I wish that Mr. Ruthful enjoyed trivia as much as I do. If he was here in the chat, Metal Yoga Head, I think he would be enjoying your metal band puns, because he likes puns and he likes metal bands. But, alas, not so into the trivia. However, us trivia heads, we're ready. We're ready for question number 8, and here it comes. Shortly after playing him in The Imitation Game, what whimsically named actor learned he's Alan Turing's 17th cousin? Once again, question number 8. Shortly after playing him in The Imitation Game, what whimsically named actor, I'm incapable of saying it any other way, learned that he's Alan Turing's 17th cousin? All right, it is time for our next bonus question. Let me get myself settled in here for it. Okay, here we go. Here comes your bonus question for round number 4. Unable to decipher his own coded description of their location, Turing lost his life savings after burying bars of what second place metal? Aw, buddy. Unable to decipher his own coded description of their location, Turing lost his life savings after burying bars of what second place metal? Man. Let's start going over the answers to round number 4, shall we? Going all the way back to question number 1. With a very respectable time of 2 hours and 46 minutes, he came in 5th for a qualifier for a marathon, which makes a lot more sense than the 100-yard dash. I'm just saying. What was the coded description? That's a great question, Mark Fake last name. Has anyone found it since then? Please, nobody feed it to the AI. Number 2, in 2012, Gary Kasparov played him in the first computer program for a board game. The board game was chess. Sorry, my brain just did not compute that sentence for some reason. Now, number 3, to help his mom get a handle on E=mc², because all moms need to know this, at age 15, he wrote a 31-page summary of Einstein's theory of relativity. Number 4, he built parts of an early electronic calculator while earning his PhD at Princeton. Now, number 5. Sorry, I got distracted by element names and element symbols. He was known to chain his favorite mug to the radiator where he helped crack the Enigma. Oh, you're holding back because none of them are good? Well, feel free. Feel free. Mark fake last name. According to the question, it was general. So I don't know what he would have done for special. Number 6. Did you guys get it? It is the Fibonacci sequence, which I actually do. I don't know if you guys can even see it. Have tattooed on my arm. I have the Greek symbol for phi. I can't really. There we go. Turn it this way. Maybe. So awkward. Possibly the most awkward camera thing I have ever done on a stream. Trying to show off my tattoo. But it's for the golden ratio. The golden ratio! You got it. You got it. Okay, what's going on here? If your mom has to call you a relative, then you're having an issue. But let's see. Number 7. He was persecuted by the government, as we know, and he got a posthumous apology in 2009 from Gordon Brown. Now, number 8. After playing him in the Imitation Game, the whimsically named actor Benedict Cumberbatch, and I don't know this for sure, but I would put money on the fact that he learned that on the show Finding Your Roots, which is on PBS, and if you've never seen it before, oh my god, you need to watch it. It is fascinating. Finding Your Roots. Okay, the bonus question. He lost his life savings after burying bars of what second place medal? That would be silver. And round number 5. Round number 5 is our video round as per usual. Let me pull up my directions so I'm making sure I'm giving you the correct instructions. All right. You are going to be naming movies. That's right. You're going to name the movie that you see in the clip. If the movie is part of a franchise, we do prefer that you are able to name the specific movie and not just the franchise in order to get the point. I believe there may have been a change somewhat recently with Geeks Who Drink policy as far as that goes, but since you are self-grading, you should be strict with yourself. I'm just saying. All right, I think that kind of sums up what's going on. Enjoy this round, folks. I'll be back. Oh, hold on. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Nobody knows what's going on.
bubbles are just for show.
That doll.
All right, are you ready for round 5 answers? I'm getting the vibe that you're ready. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Your round 5 answers are coming at you right now.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leap. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity. And you can't pull me down. Can I make you understand? You're having delusions of grandeur. You're accepting limits, cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I tutored by defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. And you can't pull me down. Glinda, come with me. Think of what we could do together.
There you have it. Those were your answers to round number 5. And I believe someone was asking what number 2 was. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Such a good movie. My husband and I have been meaning to watch it again. So if you haven't seen it yet, so good. Highly, highly recommend. I hear they're making another one and I'm stoked. Okay, we're moving on. But I could talk books and movies literally all day. All day. Come to my regular channel if you want to talk books and movies all day long. All right, talk amongst yourselves. Round number 6. It is a 16-point round. Round number 6 is. The theme is second guess yourself. I want to believe. Here's what's going to happen. Tonight's round 6 is sponsored by Enigma. That's funny because they were an answer during the Turing round. I like that little tie-in there, editorial. With over 2,000 documented reports, Enigma is the world's #1 UFO sighting network. That's right. Get real-time alerts and add your own sightings by downloading the app today. For each question in this round, you can give either 1 or 2 guesses for the answer. Now, if you put 1 guess and you get it right, you get 2 points, folks. However, if you put 2 guesses, hedging your bets, right, playing the odds, and either one is correct, you get 1 point, but you don't get 2 points, okay? If you put more than 2 answers, you get no points. Even if one of them was right, I don't care. No. Just no. Going on to question number 1. Causing him to say "kung kung" when he uncovers a clue, the main character in Resident Alien learned human speech from what procedural franchise? Once again, causing him to say "kung kung" when he uncovers a clue, the main character in Resident Alien learned human speech from what procedural franchise? We'll have to see about Long Island, honey. I am not sure if I'm gonna make it all the way out there. I don't know. We will have to see. I was like, wow, how does he know? What is this about going to New York? Oh, right, because I was doing a New York accent. I'm quick today, y'all. Let's move on. Be honest with yourself. Be honest. Going on to number 2. According to an episode of The X-Files, no object has been mistaken for a flying saucer more than what other planet that's closest to Earth in size. Once again, according to an episode of The X-Files, no object has been mistaken for a flying saucer more than what other planet that is closest to Earth in size. Question number 3. The aliens on Third Rock from the Sun occasionally got transmissions from their boss, the Big Giant Head, played by what Star Trek captain? Once again, number 3. The aliens on Third Rock from the Sun occasionally got transmissions from their boss, the Big Giant Head, played by what Star Trek captain? One of these quizzes, I'll do the whole thing in weird accents. Doesn't that sound like so much fun, you guys? No, you're like, no, Ruth, you already have trouble with your pronunciation. Why would you make it basically a Guy Ritchie film? No, thank you. Moving on to number 4. Zim from Invader Zim said that a, quote, skin condition caused his complexion to be what color? Once again, question number 4. Zim from Invader Zim said that a skin condition caused his complexion to be what color? Oh, great, Gabbo. I love that. And oops, all accents quiz. That sounds like a really good time, in fact. We will make that happen either on the next quiz or the one after that. I will have to prepare for sure. Let's move on to question number 5 and see what's coming next. Okay, worried it would lead to animal cruelty, NBC execs tried to stop the writers of ALF from making jokes about eating what household pets? Oh, what a weird time the 80s were. Worried it would lead to animal cruelty, NBC execs tried to stop the writers of ALF from making jokes about eating what household pets? Who's ready for question number 6? One of the main characters in Three Body Problem wants to help aliens take over Earth after she becomes disillusioned with humanity during what country's cultural revolution? Once again, one of the main characters in Three Body Problem wants to help aliens take over Earth after she becomes disillusioned with humanity during what country's cultural revolution? Moving on to question number 7. One season of American Horror Story saw some aliens grant immortality to Mamie Eisenhower, played by what actress who's been in 9 seasons of the show? Once again, one season of American Horror Story saw some aliens grant immortality to Mamie Eisenhower, played by what actress who's been in 9 seasons of the show? Okay, so this is just how, like, silly I am. When I read your comment, Metal Yoga Head, if you ask him, you could probably get MM to co-host. I'm like, he's talking about Micah? Is Micah's last name, does that start with an M? I don't think it does, but I don't remember off the top of my head. No. Mike Myers. But of course. Right. Oh, goodness. I don't think we can get Micah to co-host, and I don't know if we can get Mike Myers, but hey, I'll ring him up and ask. Let's go on to question number 8. Question number 8 is, airing in 1960, the alien invasion hysteria story, The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, is a beloved episode of what TV series? Once again, airing in 1960, the alien invasion hysteria story, The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, is a beloved episode of what TV series? Hey, they call it beloved for a reason, right? So, with that, we are now at our penultimate bonus question. That's right, there'll be one more after this. Here is your question. Canonically, a crashed flying saucer created the distinctive cliffs of what titular Disney Channel town that's the summer home of Dipper and Mabel Pines? Once again, canonically, a crashed flying saucer created the distinctive cliffs of what titular Disney Channel town that's the summer home of Dipper and Mabel Pines? Oh boy, we got a visitor. Ghoul is here to help me go over the answers for you guys. Thank you. Oh, do you have stinky breath right now because you had dinner? Did you go downstairs and have dinner and now you got the stinkiest breath in the world? Let's go. Alright, going back to question 1 of this round. Help, help, I'm being attacked. Ah! What? Hold on. Alright, question number 1. Here we go. Going back to our round 6 answers. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Causing him to say kung kung whenever he uncovers a clue, the main character in Resident Alien, stop licking me, learned human speech from Law and Order. Can you stop? Can you stop? I don't have any way I can hold him where he's not going in for the lick. That's what she said. Question number 2. No object has been mistaken for a flying saucer more than what other planet that's closest to Earth in size, according to an X-Files episode? Venus. Question number 3. The aliens on Third Rock from the Sun occasionally got transmissions from their boss, the big giant head, played by what Star Trek captain? It's William Shatner. Hope you guys are enjoying the silly kitty tend to the kitty. Hug the kitty. He's such a baby. On my channel, we actually have a counter, and I count it every time he interrupts me for a snuggle. And he's up to close to 150, I think. And honestly, I have not been doing a good job at actually doing it every time. All right, let's move along. 2, don't press any buttons with your face, thank you. The answer to number 4, Invader Zim's complexion was green. Number 5, he's in my lap and he's like wanting to rub his face on my keyboard and I have hotkeys, so that's a problem. Okay, so personally, as a cat lover, I wasn't that worried about Alf's jokes and cats, but you know, the executives had to get worried about something, and I guess there wasn't enough, like, boobage on the show for them to get worried about. So they're like, I don't know. We gotta censor something. Fascists. Moving on to number 6. Oh, we went real quick with that one. The country's cultural revolution in question was China. I still need to read that book. I've heard the show is also good, but I was planning to read that book. It's in my TBR. So I'm going to check out the book, wait a while so I kind of forget some of it, and then watch the show. That's the plan. Unless you guys think I should watch the show first. If the show is really good, sometimes it's worth it to watch the show first so you're not disappointed when you read the book. Does that make sense? That's how I felt about The Expanse. Number 7. I'm so distracted right now. Number 7, American Horror Story. She's been on the show at least 9 seasons. My goodness, that's Sarah Paulson. Okay, you enjoyed the show, couldn't get into the book. Interesting. Okay. Alf literally films the mom in the shower during credits. Well, Tommy Toast knows. Now you know that I have not seen Alf since the 80s, and I forgot that little tidbit. That's a little creepy. Alf, buddy. Like, yikes on bikes. Airing in 1960, the alien invasion hysteria story, The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, is a beloved episode of The Twilight Zone. All right, you guys, let's find out about our bonus question. The answer to the titular Disney Channel town. I know you don't like titular pizza, but maybe you like titular Disney Channel towns? Gravity Falls. 1 round left, and I've actually been filibustering a bit too much Cats time, so we're just gonna dive right into it. Final round, 16 points on the board. Some questions will have multiple parts or be worth multiple points. Please pay close attention. Here we go. Number 1, for 1 point, Bayer chemist Felix Hoffmann is in the Inventor Hall of Fame for synthesizing both heroin and what less dangerous painkiller? Once again, oh my god, I forgot. I'm sorry. I did. All right.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
I just wanted to get through it quickly, so let's do it. We're going back to number 1. Hopefully you already got it, but once again, Bayer chemist Felix Hoffmann is in the Inventor Hall of Fame for synthesizing both heroin and what less dangerous painkiller. Moving on to number 2. For 2 points, dropping its fruit when you click it, Google shows an apple tree upon searching for what English polymath? And Google asks, did you mean simply the best when you search for what late queen of rock and roll? Question number 3. This one is worth 1 point. Second only to Minecraft in terms of all-time standalone sales. What 2013 video game anagrams to fart off have dung? Moving right along into number 4. For 3 points, which American metropolises are host to these giant suburbs? Chandler, Mesa, and Scottsdale, the Woodlands, Sugarland, and Pearland, and Hempstead, Hoboken, and Yonkers. Make sure you put them in order. moving right on into number 5. We are just keeping it going, folks. Number 5. Though it didn't cost $28 like ones you'll find today, New England's McDonald's restaurants used to sell the summer-only McWhat. Once again, though it didn't cost $28 like the ones you will find today, New England McDonald's restaurants used to sell the summer-only McWhat. Number 6, coming at ya. My wife's aboard too. Ha ha ha. Does that make me selfish? Yep. No, I'm just trying to be on time because of a whole thing that I'm not going to get into because I won't waste time. For 3 points on number 6, folks, 3 points coming at ya. A Yankee, a Mariner, a Dodger, and a Philly. Name any 3 of the first 4 MLB players to crack 20 home runs this year. He's killing me. Number 7. ABBA's Mamma Mia hit number 1 on the UK singles chart in 1976, knocking off what song that also has Mamma Mia in its lyrics? Number 8. Is its tomato meter score above or below the number in its title? This one is worth 4 points, and you're supposed to put them in order. Just put above or below. Cheaper by the Dozen, 42. 50 Shades of Grey, 80 for Brady. Once again, is its tomato meter score above or below the number in its title? Cheaper by the Dozen, 42. 50 Shades of Grey, 80 for Brady. Are you ready for our final bonus question? Please, computer, make this happen. Accessible only by helicopter or trail, the Native American town of Supai is found within what famous geographic feature? Once again, accessible only by helicopter or trail, the Native American town of Supai is found within what famous geographic feature? We're just gonna start going over answers. We'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Going back to number 1. Bayer chemist Felix Hoffmann synthesized both heroin and aspirin. Number 2, dropping its fruit when you click on it, Google shows an apple tree when searching for Isaac Newton, and it says, did you mean simply the best when you search for Tina Turner? Now, number 3, the 2013 video game we were looking for was Grand Theft Auto 5. How are people guessing? I still don't see or hear anything. Oh, Mark, try... You won't hear me. Refresh your browser. Pew. Refresh your browser, Mark. Refresh your browser. So sorry. I don't know what's going on with my system. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know if it's Twitch. We're getting through it. I can go back. I will go back to the bonus question if you missed it. Here is your bonus question. Here it is. Accessible only by helicopter or trail, the Native American town of Supai was found within what famous geographic feature? No, but I went back for those. I redid them. So, Vaz, did you not see me redo them? Are you kidding? Oh no, do I need to go back? Just do your thing, Quizmaster Ruthful. We've talked about this. All right. All right, well, we're going forward. Our answers, number 1 was aspirin. Number 2 was Isaac Newton and Tina Turner. Number 3 was our anagram. That was Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, name the metropolis from its suburbs. Chandler, Mesa, Scottsdale. That would be Phoenix. Fluster, I barely know her. The Woodlands, Sugarland, Pearland. Houston, Hempstead, Hoboken, Yonkers. New York City. I did not prepare for that one. Number 5, New England McDonald's restaurants used to sell the summer-only McLobster. Huh, that's very New England. Now, number 6, a Yankee, a Mariner, a Dodger, and a Philly. Name any 3 of the first 4 MLB players to crack 20 home runs this year. Yonkers is your hometown. Nice. Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, Shohei Ohtani, and Kyle Schwarber. Any 3 of those 4 would have gotten you 3 points. Aw, Metal Yoga Head, thank you. Thank you. I know, but it's funny because I literally had a conversation with AJ today where I was like, am I taking too long? Should I like end earlier? And he's like, you're fine. Just don't go past 8 and you're fine. And I'm like, shit, it's 8:05. It's fine. We're fine. What are they gonna do? Fire me? Number 7 was Bohemian Rhapsody. And number 8, Cheaper by the Dozen. It was above, amazingly. 42 was also above. 50 Shades of Grey was below. No surprise there. And 80 for Brady was also below. That's too bad. All right. Are you ready to find out the answer? It is the famous geographic feature, the Grand Canyon. Maybe you've heard of it. I'm not sure. Are you kidding? Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? You're the biggest baby of all. Thank you once again for the donation to the fundraiser. If you guys want, you can just check out my channel, Ruthful LA with 3 L's, and the link to the Tiltify fundraiser is there for Point of Pride. They're a really great organization providing financial and material support to low-income trans folks as they are attempting various stages of transition. Worth checking out. They're a really great organization, and I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you next time, as will Ghoul. Whether there'll be treats or not, I don't know. It depends on if there's a fundraiser. Good night, and goodbye.